It's John Anderson. It is April 2017. It is the 21st. Tomorrow is the big meeting for us owner-operators and independent drivers. If you're a port driver, I want to see you out there at this meeting. This is a meeting for us to talk about our options for moving forward to get paid for our time in the piers. We know that the mega ship is coming in May 8th. The mega delays are going to be hitting us owner-operators. I'm an owner-operator. It's going to be hitting us independent drivers very hard because of the delays that we're going to be forced to deal with. Now, for those of you who don't understand, we make our money delivering containers. We don't make our money sitting in the piers. We lose money sitting in the piers. Owner-operators lose thousands of dollars every year sitting in the ports of Virginia. Whether or not it's because of ILA or whether it's because of port management, it doesn't matter what the cause of the backups are. It doesn't matter. Your mortgage company doesn't want to hear excuses. Okay? The people you have your car loan through don't want to hear excuses. When your children are saying they're hungry or they need shoes or clothes or some money to attend something at school, it doesn't matter why you don't have the money. They want the money now. We need to be paid for our time in the pier. Now, if anybody doesn't think the backups are going to be severe come May 8th, not a lot of you out there, maybe some of you have, but there was a mega ship that came into the Long Beach Pier, the Benjamin Franklin, okay? Came into Long Beach, California. The backups and delays on that were ridiculous, okay? We're talking 8 hours plus for one container. Drivers, we have to have a plan in place by May for us to be compensated for our time in the piers. There has to be compensation. If we are driving to the pier, we have to wait in the lines to get in. Our time is still valuable. We still have wear and tear on our trucks. We still have fuel that we're burning. We have time that we're losing. We have to be compensated for that time. I don't mind doing the work for the job, but I need to be paid for that job, and my time is valuable. When I go into the pier, my time on my logbook is clicking down. And if I can't make my delivery, say I go into the pier on Monday, and I can't get that box out in a timely fashion, like in an hour, okay? I can't make my deliveries a lot of times by Tuesday. It's got to be pushed off until Wednesday, which that means I've lost out on another run during the week because I'm now behind. That happens with owner-operators on a daily basis. I am talking about my experiences. I'm talking about what I physically go through on a week-by-week, month-by-month, year-by-year basis. Okay? I know too many owner-operators who have gotten out of the container industry because they can't make any money because of the port delays. That is going to change this year. So why we need as many drivers out there from as many motor carriers out there at this meeting tomorrow. Now, the meeting is being held at, it is 5307 Virginia Beach Boulevard, Norfolk, Virginia, 23502 is the zip. Now, I'm going to be there. There's a bunch of other drivers who have helped put this together. There's other people outside of these drivers that have helped put this together. This is much bigger than a lot of people think. Okay, there's been some questions asked and some people digging, trying to find out some more information. All I've got to say is you can keep digging. I could care less. This is a port drivers only meeting. No one else is invited to this meeting. Okay, now if you don't believe that drivers are being taken advantage of on a day-by-day basis, month-by-month basis, let's go ahead and talk about some recent activity that's gone on here at the Port of Virginia that is unfair to owner-operators and drivers. Okay. This ProPass, which is this new RFID transponder that they want us to pay for. Now, I'm not going to sit here with a smile and tell you that it's going to be for our benefit. This RFID transponder right now is $25. That's what they want us to pay, is $25 for this transponder. Okay? Now, as of July 1st, it goes up to over $100 for this transponder. Pay attention, because people have been saying, oh, it's only $25. No, it's $25 till July 1st, then it shoots up over $100. Now, for those of you who don't understand why this is such a big deal, I want to paint a picture for you. So open up your minds and get this little scenery going and think about this, okay? John Reinhardt, who's the head of Port of Virginia, okay? he's at his home, he's got his wife, perhaps they do shopping on eBay or Amazon, okay? They get their mail delivered to their house. Well, they decide one day to go ahead and put up a new security system, a wall around their house or a fence, and put their mailbox on the inside of their property. They go ahead and call the mailman up when he comes over there and, hey, look, I know you have been delivering our mail for, and picking up our mail for the past several years. But we've just changed our security system here at the house, and you're going to need a transponder to get in to put your mail, to put our mail in the mailbox and to pick up our mail that we're mailing out. And, here's the transponder. You need this to get in. And by the way, I need $25 for that transponder. The mailman would go ahead and tell them, pick up your mail at the post office. Why haven't the motor carriers gone to bat for us owner-operators? Oh, it's only $25. Why are we paying for the port's upgrades on their systems? Now, the Port of Virginia in 2015 boasted over a $10 million profit for the year. Now, here's a slap in the face to us. We're boasting of profits, but we're going to stick it to the drivers that we can't even make sure they have enough chassis on the ground so they can get in and out of the chassis corral in a timely manner. We're going to make them wait, and then we're going to tell them that on top of that, they need to pay $25 for a transponder. That's if you act now, but read the fine print, because July 1st, it shoots up to $100 plus. Why are we paying for their upgrades on their systems? That's not our responsibility. They're the ones boasting of the profits. They're the ones causing delays for us drivers. Is this RFID transponder going to miraculously make a container appear on the back of my chassis? Is this transponder going to make me get in and out of the port in an hour? I don't think so. Is this transponder, when I pull into the chassis corral at any of the chassis yards, is it going to levitate a chassis off of the top of the stack and set it on the ground so I don't have to sit there and wait for an hour for somebody else to bring in a chassis? No, it's not. And this is just another example of someone else taking advantage of owner-operators and independent drivers. And too many companies out here that don't care enough about us owner-operators to where they haven't fired back at the port and said, no, this is not fair. We should not be paying for your upgrades on your systems at the port. That is your responsibility. Take it out of your $10 million profit that you showed in 2015. Why doesn't John Reinhart go ahead and take it out of his bonus? Better yet, why don't they go ahead for every driver, every owner-operator that's out here, why don't they take away part of John Reinhart's bonus when us drivers can't get in and out of the pier because the chassis is stacked up, or because there's delays, or when we're backed out over there at PY trying to drop off an empty? Okay, I've got a good video coming up on the backups over there at the PY yard. So please pay attention. That video will be coming up next. I'm just talking about this. I like to keep the videos short. I want to kind of split them up because not all of us have a lot of time. Because I don't know about you, but my time is valuable. I pulled over to stop to do this little video, do a little update because it is Friday and tomorrow is the meeting. Drivers, I am not going to sit there in this meeting, and I do not plan on disappointing any of you. I want to see us all be compensated and paid for our time in the pier because that's what we need to survive. I know too many drivers out there right now who are struggling so bad just trying to make their truck payments, and they can't afford breakdowns. I know a guy right now who's got his truck in the shop, can't afford to fix it, looking for somebody to drive for. It's just, the problems are really bad for owner-operators. And if you are a new driver and you're thinking about getting into the trucking industry, you need to come out to this meeting because you need to see what's going on. You need to see the drivers that are struggling. This is not what you think it is, okay? This industry is a very difficult industry to get into, and a lot of these companies out here love the virgins because you are so easily manipulated, and there's so much they can get you to do that they can't get senior drivers to do because we know we need to be paid for it. There's drivers out here I've seen sweeping out containers. It's not our responsibility, okay? I've seen drivers climbing up into containers to go ahead and pick up a piece of paper off of the floor. That was the receiver's responsibility to do that, not yours. A lot of times the workman's comp, not workman's comp, but if you have any type of insurance that'll cover you if you get hurt, won't cover you if you get hurt under those conditions. Not a lot of drivers are aware of that. It has to be due to your job, and your job is not to touch the container on the inside. That's a whole other story. But drivers, you need to come out to the meeting tomorrow. We'll have coffee, donuts, there'll be water there. We have to do something about getting compensated for our time in the pier. I am not going to sit here with a smile on my face and tell you that you should be grateful it's not worse. No, it needs to be better. And I don't plan on stopping or letting up until we see some relief and some changes that benefit us, the owner-operators. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you there. Be safe, and everybody, take it easy.